Hi you guys, I'm back at you with another video today. A video about friendship in Japan. Yay! First of all, I'd like to say that this is not going to be from my personal experience. So because with me being a witness, with me being a witness, we do not particularly we only really hang out with people in our organization. So I go and do things with my congregation. We go out to eat sometimes they invite me to go with them places and everything. So I hang out mostly with people in my religion. So this perspective that I'm going to give you is going to be mostly from exchange students who are at my dorm. Of course, we spend a lot of time together, we talk to each other, you know, blah blah blah. So one of the main things that come up is difficulties in making friends with Japanese people. So I figure that will be a good topic to discuss, since a lot of exchange students anyway, and people who want to come here, it might be something to discuss, to let y'all know, give y'all a little information on it. But however, don't let this video stop you from coming. Okay? Right? Alright, let's get started. Okay, so basically when we first got here, we were introduced to a lot of Japanese people. There was this table called Gaibin that a lot of the foreigners used to sit down and, you know, eat their lunch and everything. A lot of Japanese people would come up and introduce themselves, talk to you, act all nice and friendly with you. Generally, you know, just nice and polite way, you know. And now, however, a lot of people right now, with us being here 6 months, many of the people who at the beginning who were acting all nice and friendly, you know, have just stopped trying to talk to the exchange students, try to get to know the exchange students. They just completely stopped altogether. So many of the exchange students think the reason why is because many of the Japanese people who were there at the Gaibin had mostly talked about wanting to make their English better, wanting to improve their English, or if they were learning French or some other language, they'd be like, oh, I want to improve this, I want to improve my German or something like that. So, you know, being an exchange student here, most of the exchange students here have studied Japanese previously from back at home. So of course you don't want to, you know, you want to improve your Japanese, right? So of course you don't want to sit there and have to speak English with them or speak your native tongue with them. So many of them kind of, you know, it's just like, well, you know, we're in Japan, I kind of would like to, you know, improve my Japanese, you know. Do we always have to speak in English or something like that? Well, mainly most of the time when they express these types of feelings, most of the time the Japanese person, you know, would stop contacting them because their main interest was just in improving their language skills that they were learning at the time. So basically the relationship was pretty superficial. But however, in the context, it has really nothing to do with, I don't think, with shyness. The main reason why people say that the stereotypes of Japanese people as being shy, however, these people, they weren't really shy. Shy people generally would avoid you if they're shy, but they were very just, you know, I would like to learn, I like to improve my English, or I would like to improve this language, could you help me with this language? And you know, it's not bad to like help if you want to help them, but here's the bad thing that happens that I've been hearing from a lot of exchange students, that like they will go and help them with it, you know, but then when like something like happens, when they go and hang out, they're not ever invited anywhere, or they don't ever get a call back from them, or they just stop contacting altogether, is when they start helping them with their language. You know, helping them practice their language. If they're practicing English, they help them maybe sometimes with that, or if they help them with another language, they will help them with that. But they will generally disappear afterwards. Completely superficial relationship. Not to say that this type of relationship doesn't exist everywhere, but it's typically difficult to really start a relationship, I guess, with people in a university. Because generally the main issue that I've been hearing is just like, it's either you practice your language with me or I'm not going to stick around type attitude that I've been hearing a lot from a lot of exchange students, that they'd be like, well, I don't want to practice this with you, and they will leave. But don't necessarily think that it's bad on the exchange student part, because we are living in Japan, okay? So this is Japan. You speak Japanese, okay? So going around trying to speak English, you know, kind of seems irrelevant. You know, I mean, a lot of these people come here from all over the countries to come here to, you know, try to improve in their Japanese skills, but you know, they're not all about being superficial and only using people for their language exchange. I know that I'm not. I mean, I plan to, when I get back home, plan to keep in contact with everyone that I've talked to, and hopefully when I come back, I hope to be able to come and see them again. So no, it's not just, you know, I practice this and then I forget you type attitude. But, you know, if they really do want to look for sincere friendships with Japanese people, but the people that they keep finding are Japanese people who just want this, and then afterwards they want to leave and go their separate ways. So some tips that I would like to give to y'all who are wanting to make sincere friendships, you know, make friendships with old people, with elder Japanese people. I mean, they're not, a lot of them probably have lost all hope in learning like another language, and you know, they're typically a lot friendlier to, a lot easier to talk to than the young Japanese people or young people in general. You can find this back at home too, so I ain't gonna worry about that. But make friends with old people. You know, they're nice. You know, find you a little shop that you like, a little small restaurant place, and get acquainted with the restaurant owner who cooks and stuff. Me and my friend did that. We go to this little small takoyaki place where the guy is so nice and friendly, gives us free food, talk to each other like we're old friends. So, you know, just do that. But, you know, I have to say, if you want to improve, maybe doing a home study will probably be the best thing for you. Going to or staying in a dorm type setting, because you'll be in a dorm type setting with other exchange students, so that'll be difficult. But if you're doing a home stay, more than likely you'll be able to speak the language a lot more. But don't rely on the university settings to help you out that much. I remember joining a club at Ritsumeikan University, didn't help out that much. So yeah, but don't let it discourage you. I mean, you just gotta find those people who don't really have any interest in learning English or any other type of language. You have to do some hardcore searching for that, and to be quite honest, you really don't have that time to really search that deeply either. I mean, with us being an exchange students here, you know, we have 1 year, and then on top of that we have studies we have to do. So, you know, trying to sit there and trying to go and search within the box, you know, is kind of difficult. So I have to recommend staying maybe a bit longer and trying to do some soul searching. But yeah, but those are just some of the disclaimers that I keep hearing. This is not meant to be a negative video at all whatsoever, but you know, that might be some of the things you might encounter while being here, but don't give up, okay? I, on the other hand, have experienced something like this being used for English and then never hearing from the person again. So I've had that happen to me before, and no, it doesn't feel good to be used, and I won't be used again. But just keep that in mind. Just people who express any type of interest in improving their English, improving some type of language, if you want to help, that's fine, that's cool. But if you're really wanting to improve your Japanese, you're gonna have to let them go. So, and just keep moving and trying to find someone who wants more than just a superficial friendship. And not to say this isn't everywhere. It exists in all countries, okay? It exists in the United States too. I can only speak for the United States and Japan right now. But I don't remember it being this difficult in the United States, so because everyone basically speaks English and no one, really wants to speak Japanese. So that's fine. I don't really care. I don't mind speaking English back at home, but with me being in another country, I don't really want to speak English that much. I'm sorry. I already know English. So, but I don't encounter those problems. These are the problems that the exchange students have been having. So just keep this in mind, but don't get discouraged. Do not get discouraged. You come here if you want to come here, and the same experience doesn't exist for everyone. But you just have to do some deep soul searching to be able to find the right one, the right person who's not going to use you for those type of things. So don't give up. Okay, so this concludes the end of my video. I hope y'all have gotten some informative information from off of it, and I hoped to not receive too many negative comments, but it'll be okay. But I'm just telling you from the experiences of other exchange students. So you may have had a different experience. That's great. That's wonderful. I'm glad for you. But I'm only talking about the exchange students that are here at this dorm right now who have been telling me that they have been having these problems. Okay? I'll talk to you later. Bye.